tribes got scattered. And they're, even as far as Gaza, look, Gaza, we know the Gaza even today. It's even mentioned then, the Gaza Strip. And we see all of the trouble there. The Hebrews would just have said at that time, yeah, I told you so. You know, that's how they would have looked at it, the way we might see it today as well, full of difficulties. And then, of course, down the Dead Sea area, Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah and Zeboim, so on. And we know we're going to meet Sodom and Gomorrah, so they're part of the Hamite, Canaanite genealogy. Those were Ham's sons. So far, Canaan is Ham's son. Shem was also the father of children. And he became the sons of all the ancestors of all the sons of Eber, which is obviously where we get Hebrew from. The elder brother of Japheth. Who's the elder brother of Japheth? Eber or Shem? Anyway, Shem was supposed to be. And here we are back again with the Assyrians. We just put them under Hamites, but now we see that they're Ashur, Aram, the Arameans, the Armenians. And Eber again. To Eber were born two sons. We're following, this is not a very scientific genealogy, this is yours. First, Peleg, because the earth was divided, and Peleg means division, I think. The second, Yoktan. He's a character known in Arabian folklore in the Arabian Peninsula to this day. And then all these other people. Havilah again. But I think we had Havilah under the previous one, if I'm not mistaken, under the Hamites. Let me go back, but I think yeah, there he is, line 6 under the Hamites. That's the problem again, that some of these people pop up under both genealogies, Hamites and Shemites, okay? That is what you were asking. That's the problem, that this is not a scientific genealogy.
I got you.
I don't see Canaan doing that, but Canaan is clearly not probably a Hamite, but I guess that's how they saw it. Yoktan again is that Arabian. Shem sends, so that's the end of that. These were the tribes of Noah's sons, according to all their descendants and their nations. And from these came the dispersal nations all over the flood, earth after the flood. Okay, that's one way of looking at it, and that'll do from a Middle Eastern perspective. Now we get another Yahweh story. All these are famous. They're just little short stories, but the Yahweh has just got one story after another. This is the Tower of Babel. Everyone loves the Tower of Babel. I mean, it's not the thing, but the story, they all know it. And we've already heard that Babel is one of the sons of Canaan or something. I don't know where that was, but you can go back. Oh, there it is. Nimrod's sons. Babel, Erech. So Nimrod had big empires, and Babel, the Babylonian, where present-day Baghdad is, it was a big empire for a long time, and the Hebrews knew it. So let's see. Where's the story again? Here it is. Throughout the earth, men spoke the same language with the same vocabulary. We're just continuing the always line here. The chapter division means nothing. And they found a plain, Shinar, to be settled. Come, let us make brick and fire. They built these big buildings. Let us build ourselves a town and a tower that reaches up to heaven. It's like, little country bumpkins, like the Hebrews going to the big city in Babylon and seeing the big buildings there. I don't know, there used to be a song from that musical Oklahoma. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They're building it about as high as they can go, and there's skyscrapers or something. That's how the Hebrews would have seen Babylon. And so these big buildings they thought were frightening. So they built a town with these ziggurats, what we would call ziggurats. There's a big ziggurat down in Orange County. It used to be a federal center. I don't know what it is. They still call it the ziggurat. You know that building down there near that park, down somewhere down by Mission Viejo?
The one Lisa Viejo?
Yeah. They still call it the ziggurat, don't they?
Yeah.
Because it looks like that.
Yeah, it's really weird looking.
Yeah, because it looks like a Babylonian sort of ziggurat. And that's what we're talking about, one thing stacked upon another. these folks obviously haven't been down that way like you and I have. Okay, I'm going to try to get to the end of this story before we take a break. So, according to this story, the sons of men had built this big tower, and Yahweh didn't like what he saw. Look, these are a single people with a single language. And, you know, they can get anything done if they keep on like this. Nothing will be too hard for them. Come, let us. That's really weird. He's using the royal we, like it's the host of heaven, or the angels, or the demigods, or whatever else is going on up there, as the Elohim normally does. But this is the plural, the singular Yahweh now doing this. Come, let us go down and confuse their languages, so that they should not be understand each other. And therefore they'll have to go around the whole earth, and they won't be able to talk very well, and therefore they won't be able to build these big buildings so easily. And therefore the place was called Babel, because it was there Yahweh confused the languages of the whole earth, because of the tower they had built. Well, you know, in Hebrew, the word for confuse is, I don't want to bore you with this Hebrew, le-vavel, le-bavel, le-babel. We get our English word Babel from that. It's a Hebrew word meaning to confuse things, Babel, to le-vavel. I mean, I don't know if I can write for you in Hebrew, but anyway, in English transliteration, and this is pronounced as a V, le-bavel, Babel. So once again, they're doing their play on language, because Babylon sounds to them like the Hebrew word Babel. You follow me? But it's not. Babylon actually comes from the word Bab-el. And in Semitic languages, Bab is gate. El is God, gate of God. It isn't the derivation they're giving here. But this is their folksy, friendly, Yahwist, folkloric derivation of what Babel means. There God mixed up the languages. So the Yahwist always wants to tell stories of people's names and how they got their names, and he likes to play off the names. Yitzhak, Isaac. Why is Yitzhak called Isaac? Because the angel comes to Sarah, and she's 90 years old or something, and he announces that she's going to have a son after all this time. And Sarah laughs because she